Hey, what's up? I'm Lali and you're watching London Ki Lali, and right now I am in Bangla Town on the very famous Brick Lane in East London. It's raining a lot, it's grey, it's looking horrible, but that's not going to dampen my spirits because I'm going to my favourite supermarket, Taj Stores. I had the privilege of living in this area for 1 year and I got to know the owners quite well, and they're super lovely, and they must be very proud of their business because they've got Taj written on their number plates, which I think is pretty cool. So let's go meet them.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm good. So we've got the two brothers here, Jamal and Junel.
Hello there.
How are you guys doing?
Yeah,
We're good.
Good?
Yeah,
We're good.
Yeah,
We're good.
Where's the third brother?
He's not in today.
He's not in today? Okay.
Having a bit of a sleep in.
What's his name?
Joynal.
Joynal.
So
Okay.
Junel, Jamal, and Joynal.
Are you going to give me a tour?
Am I going to give you a tour? Let's give you a tour. Come on.
Give me a tour.
Come on, let's go.
Where do most of your products come from?
Well, in terms of fruits and vegetables, then we're talking about 18 different countries.
Yeah.
If you're talking about like products like this and dry stuffs, then we probably come like with about 8 to 9 countries.
Okay.
You know, from going to Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, Thailand, Middle East, whatever. So all these are kind of traditional pickles and paste, and then we come to our pulse and grain section, which is all the different types of dals, from tarka dal to asur dal, moong dal, all these amazing huge selections. Then we have nuts, big bag of rice. This is an interesting one. Spice section.
Yeah, your spice section is
It's
amazing.
amazing. It's
Yeah.
amazing. Sorry, I'm gonna just. As you can see, we have all different types of whole spices to ground spices. It's like kind of like as
Spice heaven.
yeah, you know. Jamie Oliver says Aladdin's cave. So this is.
Yeah, Jamie Oliver's been here.
He's our kind of a regular. He's our.
Ooh.
You know, a patron. He really raves about the store. He used to live around the corner, not too far.
Okay.
So yeah, he used to come on regular.
Thanks very much, mate. Just those last two, yeah. Cheers, mate. All the very best.
I mean, he still sends his assistants,
Yeah.
which is pretty good.
And I saw that Shah Rukh Khan's been here once.
Shah Rukh Khan is a very, very close friend of us and the family.
Wow.
And yeah, he visited about 3-4 times.
Okay.
You know, we do still supply to his house in London, you know, a few bits and pieces. And whenever he's here,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of stuff goes to his house.
Wow. How did your family become friends with his?
Me and my older brother, Joynal, we kind of, you know, when we were growing up, it was all about Bollywood, and so we had a kind of passion and love for that. So me and my brother, we kind of, from our kind of like savings, we invested in a few shows, like Wembley Arena, NEC Birmingham, even we've done a couple of them in Wembley Stadium.
Yeah.
With all kind of sorts of Bollywood stars and singers, and Shah Rukh was basically just a newcomer at the time, at the time of Bazigar and Devdas, and he was kind of new to London, so we used to kind of like tour him around, and we kind of like gelled together and stayed in contact since then, and yeah, became pretty close.
Wow.
27, 28 years.
Well, my viewers would be very impressed by that. What would you say your most unique products are that you can't really get in most supermarkets?
We are kind of, Taj Stores is pretty famous for spices.
Yeah.
And especially with the fruits and veg section. You know, they are kind of like curry leaves, for example. In curry leaves, it's quite rare to get, but we are kind of a regular a supplier for them.
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
So there are kind of few things that you cannot go. I mean, you can't get in a normal kind of high street supermarkets. But
Yeah.
you know, this is the whole point. We didn't want to become a normal high street supermarket. We wanted to kind of have a bit of a niche kind of clients and customers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to help me identify some of the vegetables because
Should we
I
go?
don't
Should we
know.
go?
Yeah,
Let's go
definitely.
check it out. Let's go check it out. This, I want to show you this first.
Yeah.
This is an amazing kind of a citrus, we call it vegetable fruit, called satkora.
Okay.
And
Where's that from?
This is originated from Sylhet in Bangladesh.
Okay. And that's where your family's
That's
from?
my family. They're from,
Yep.
my family's from Moli Bazaar in Sylhet. And this is pretty famous. So people normally will cook with this with meat, fish, chicken. And now you will get in many Indian restaurants, Bangladeshi restaurants, serving shatkara meat, shatkara chicken. Amazing flavor. It's just got this lovely smell to it, and so forth.
What does it taste like?
It's got this little bit of bitter taste, but it's more of a fragrance, and it's just lovely. If you haven't tried it, you need to try it.
Okay.
It's amazing. Bangladesh lemon.
Ooh.
Again, they're unwaxed, very organic. People use. We have two types and two lemons. This is mainly for kind of like juice.
Yeah.
This is mainly used for mainly of skin. People will chop it up and put in salads or whatever, just to make it a little bit of. It's a lovely flavor. Okra, as bindi, ladies' finger they call it.
I'm familiar with these.
This Kerala, Bitago, very very good for you. Even though they taste
horrible.
very bitter, but it's amazing. It's very good for your immune system and so forth.
Yep.
Green raw mangoes. Normally you probably might be familiar in Thai cooking and Thai salad. They have this, but we in Bangladesh will cook it with like small fish and so forth. Bit of a tangy, saucy dish, and normally they will eat it with after all the heavy curries towards the end. And green papaya.
Nice.
Good for green papaya salad in Thailand, and again in Bangladesh they will cook it with meat, chicken or fish, or just by itself.
What on earth is that?
This is called kodu in Bangladesh.
Kodu.
Which is kodu.
Okay.
It's a white pumpkin. Tastes very neutral, courgette sort of type. The process of eating this, they would cook it again with meat or fish or chicken. It's pretty nice, and it goes with basically nearly everything. So yeah, this is quite well known. Where can we go here? Bangladesh aubergine, very long. You can get very similar in Thailand and South Asian country, pretty small ones, but this is an aubergine. We have fresh turmeric.
Oh, nice. What are these?
These are we in Bangladesh we call it jolpai, but it's like olives, so very sour. Again, you can use it in chutneys or pickles or use it in any dishes. This is, we call it shosha. Again, it's like cucumber, Bangladeshi cucumber.
So you can eat it raw?
You eat it raw.
Oh, nice. I love cucumbers. I feel like I'd love that.
And even this is called kira, which is a smaller version of shosha. So again, it's kind of gherkiny sort of taste, which is lovely. It's got a lot of large, small seeds in it.
It looks like monge too, but it's not.
Yeah, kind of. But yeah, we have a kind of like two different types. This is called a sim.
Okay.
Again, known as kind of beans. Uri, we call it in Sylheti. Again, very, very popular vegetable. People would eat it with anything and everything. There's many different types of way of processing cooking it. So very, very, familiar with this. This is quite nice. This is my favorite. It's called lai sag, which is a mustard leaves.
Okay.
And with this, you can use it in any types, like stir fry, boil it, cook it with meat, fish. It's got this mustardy sort of flavor, zang, which is really, really nice.
Yum.
Curry leaves, as I was mentioning earlier.
Yeah.
Quite rare. So yeah, curry leaves. So if the viewers want curry leaves, you know where to go.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you've got banana leaves as well?
Banana leaves. We
What
have
are those leaves?
This is called pandana leaves. Pandana leaves is used in Thai cooking. It's got this amazing fragrance, and people use it in many things like desserts or wrapping up something. It's got lovely leaves and banana leaves.
Nice.
People use it as garnishing or wrapping up their lovely fish or something. So steaming up. This is amazing to use for steaming fish. Yeah.
How many carom boards do you sell a year? I would love to know how many you sell.
No, let's go in a month. So
In a month.
It depends. I mean, like, we sold a hell of a lot at the COVID time when people were kind of
Really? Oh,
stuck
because
at
everyone
home.
wanted.
Everyone was stuck at home.
Yeah,
and, you know, it's a lovely sort of game, you know. But now it kind of pretty slow down. But we sell probably about 20 boards per month, say.
It's the only place in London that I know that sells carom boards.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. So we got it. We got quite a few of them. So.
And I love these stools as well.
Yes, this is called mura.
Okay.
Now.
I want to buy one of these because I've
is-
just bought a house. I want to buy one of these for
This
my
is
house.
amazing. I mean, you will kind of like see at least a pair
Yeah.
in every Bangladeshi Asian household.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got about 4 or 5 of them, different colours and so forth.
I definitely
You know,
want to buy a
this is,
couple of
like,
them.
Really amazing. I mean, like made out of bamboo, handmade, and you can see they're using all these recycled sort of tires, like not to slip, and yeah, I mean, and they last for lifetime.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And some of the, not these were particular, the ones that we actually had before, which was more commissioned in, they were made by the prisoners in Bangladesh. And what we used to do is some of the proceeds used to go to the prison life in Bangladesh to make a bit more, kind of more comfortable for them, sort of thing. You know, I mean, unfortunately, I mean, like if you compare prisons in this country and Bangladesh, this is here is like a 5-star hotel.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And you know, like many prisons in third world countries, is pretty poor. But yeah, they used to come, you know, we used to kind of get a lot from the prisoners in Bangladesh. But these are commercial made, so yeah,
They're lovely though.
they're lovely.
Really
I
nice.
think you should definitely get some.
I'm gonna. Don't worry.
Um,
And you got thumbs up and limca, which is great.
yeah. This
My
is,
favourite.
This is yeah. You can't go wrong with thumbs up. You
No.
know? I mean, yeah. I mean this too. My goodness. I mean, we probably still.
Do you get these in Bangladesh as well?
We don't
or
get
just
I mean,
India?
we get kind of like limca,
Not thumbs up. Yeah.
But in India, yeah. I mean, when I was in India, I used to kind of like, yeah. I mean, that's the only thing that we used to kind of like drink.
Yeah.
You know? But
No,
we
I
s-
love it. I love those bottles as well.
Yeah, very classic.
That's so
Classic,
nice.
Yep.
Don't stop selling the bottles. They're great.
Yeah, but you don't need to bring it back.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah, all these desserts.
Oh, yeah.
Rasmalai,
Gulab
rasgulla,
jamun.
Gulab jamun, you know.
Oh, I love rasmalai. Nice.
Yeah. So these are kind of pretty cool stuff, you know. Yeah.
So, what's the future of Taj Stores? What have you got planned?
Future for the 4th generation, obviously with the 3rd generation, the 4th generation for our kids, and they're working on it already. So hopefully Taj Stores should go online, and so that's going to be our next kind of.
To ship just to London or like world?
We're gonna start with all over
sorry,
London.
Just UK or?
The whole of UK,
Yeah.
and then hopefully we're going to start the European countries.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, you know, again, it's going to be something kind of like really something in a niche, you know, something that you cannot find. You'll find it in Taj Stores.
Yeah.
You'll get it online.
So when I move to Bedford, I can order my stuff from
yeah,
Taj
just click on the
Stores.
button and you'll get it there. Yeah, probably
That'd be
next day.
amazing.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a bit about the history of Taj Stores, like how it all began?
Should we
Yes,
go back?
yes, let's do that.
Yeah, so it'll be easier for me to show you the picture.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, at the back. This is a picture back in 1936 where it started all from by my great uncle Abdul Jabbar. My father came in the country in 1950s, and then he kind of helped my uncle. My uncle got ill. My father took over the business. So from there, we moved to Brick Lane store, which is Taj Stores back in 1970s. That's where me and my 2 other brothers and my sister, we all grew up on top of the shop back in days. So Brick Lane wasn't all glamorous as it is now. It was pretty hard, you know, there was a lot of poverty, dark, smelly, a lot of racial attacks, you know, so it was pretty tough growing up here. And obviously if you should say where do you live and you say Brick Lane, they used to look down at you because it's like such a deprived, dirty area.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the whole kind of area is changing. Taj Stores is changing, kind of like we've been adapting throughout the whole process, as we all know. First of all, it was more like a Jewish area, then it was like purely Bangladeshi area, and now this kind of big rapid change of gentrification and so forth going on. So
how do you feel about the whole Save Brick Lane, all this kind of stuff about how Bangla Town has changed so much?
Yeah, I don't know about Save Brick Lane, but I mean like saving Brick Lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very close to me, close to my heart. It's in my blood. I was born and brought up in Brick Lane. Like I said, I'm still here, and there are a couple of things like the development, which is a massive development going on Truman's side. I wasn't against it, but I was against the design of it.
Okay.
Why? Because this area is full of history, full of British heritage and conservation, so forth. And I'm pretty surprised how the council, they kind of approved this very kind of like modern design, which doesn't really go at all with design. So that really kind of made me kind of pretty angry.
Yeah.
Second thing is just like, because of the whole kind of rapid change of the area, there's the community feeling and the community love is kind of like moving out, because majority of the residents in the area, they're either short-let tenants or Airbnbs. So the majority of the families have moved out to kind of like a bigger houses outside the city. So,
yeah, they've been pushed out. Priced out.
Yeah, I mean, it's just an unfortunate thing, but it happens,
Yeah, it happens everywhere. I guess.
Everywhere. There's always a movement, but it's nothing can happen,
It's not going to change Taj Stores' identity, though. You don't think?
Well, I shall hope not. Do you know what I mean? I mean, we want to kind of like it's about 85 years this year, so we want to kind of like definitely go on for another next 15 years to make it 200 years.
Yeah.
So. As I said, with our fourth generation, maybe the way forward is online, and so that's going to be pretty interesting for the business.
Do you think are most of your customers Bangladeshi, Indian, or just a massive mix?
It has changed throughout the years. I mean, it was kind of like pretty much like 80-90% Bangladeshis back in the years, and now we will say that our ratio is about 70% non-Bangladeshis, 30% Bangladeshis. Asians, I would say, but yeah.
Okay, cool. And in terms of what you do and the other two brothers, do you all do different things in the business?
The beauty with us three brothers is we rarely fight. Three of us, we have 3 different roles. We don't kind of like intervene with their roles. We have a regular kind of meeting, catch up, and we kind of grew up together, so we're pretty much close. And we're kind of the same sort of wavelength, so it works. I myself, I kind of do. I look after more of the nitty-gritty stuff of the businesses, more of the properties and construction sites. Also, my younger brother, Joynal, he looks after the day-to-day running of the store, ordering the goods and so forth, dealing with the suppliers. My older brother, Jamal. He deals with more of the catering side and the hotel side and pretty much also looking over the shop.
Yeah, but I think what I love about you guys is you don't just hide behind closed doors. You're always on the tills and talking to customers.
I love working in the till. I mean, because we three brothers, we actually grew up serving and cleaning and working in the store.
Yeah.
So it's amazing interacting with customers and especially with our shop, you see many different type of faces, many different type of kind of people from around the world, and especially Sundays. I love working on Sundays.
Yeah, I think that what I love about this place is the atmosphere that you guys bring to it, and you always got a smile on your faces, and it's always fun to come here.
It's nice, I love interacting with people, and that makes it kind of nice. I think it works both ways, positive vibes, and
Is it true that it's the longest running Asian supermarket in London?
It is the longest Asian running shop in London, maybe the UK.
Oh wow! And how do you define it? Would you define it as a Asian supermarket, international supermarket, Bangladeshi supermarket? How do
yeah,
you what do you call it? Like
we now call it international supermarket because we cater for all type of cuisines and so forth. I mean, but before it was more like concentrated with just Bangladeshi, customers and Bangladeshi products. But we have all the different types of Middle Eastern spices and Thai spices, Korean, Sri Lankan. So we're kind of like, international. International is the way forward.
Okay, cool. Awesome. I think that's everything, unless there's anything you think I've not covered.
No, I think you're right. I think
You're like, I've had enough.
I think you know us more than
Okay, amazing. Well, thank you so much for your
Thank you.
time.
Thanks a
and
lot.
I'll look forward to editing the video. And
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.
Thank you.